we get to do a real talk why you keep investing in certain programs and coachings and are not seeing the return you desire. This episode is a true real talk, and I highly recommend you listen to it. Welcome to the podcast Manifesting Big Money Fast. My name is Jeanine. I am so excited that you found this podcast or that you're tuning in to another episode. This podcast is all about manifestation, big money, energetics, spirituality, how it's all connected, and most importantly, how you can increase your bank account right now. So let's dive in today's episode. We are still talking about how important it is to know who you are, what your gifts are, what your talents are. Because when we are unsure about who we are, what our specialties are, we are always going to be fascinated by the polar opposite. It is the yin and the yang, the male and the female, the man and the woman. They're always attracted to each other because it's polar opposite. Polar opposites are attracting each other. It is, this game with the magnets where you can chase the magnets if it's the same pole. And this seems so simple, so crystal clear when we are talking about relationships and attraction. But most of you have never contemplated that this is also true in a business context. You are fascinated, for instance. I am someone that is super creative. We all are. But my strength is, I see this clearly, my intuition, my defined heart in a human design chart. My strong emotions, picking up, sensing people, their energy, what's going on, their gifts, what are their money maker skills. It's literally, I walk into a restaurant and I'm like, oh wow, if they would do this is an easy $1 million business. If I enter any business, also with my clients, I immediately see what they have to change if they desire to grow financially. It is just one of my gifts. I see it so clear in human design. I see it so clear in my birth chart and different other tests. It's just written in the stars. However, the polar opposite of someone that is super intuitive is someone that has a plan, a clear strategic plan of 1, 2, 3, 4. So for me, in the beginning, I always thought, oh my gosh, can it really be so easy? Can I just sense right now what I should talk about? The program, the cover, the designs, whatever. Like, can I just intuitively feel this? Can it be really so easy? Can it really be so much fun? And the answer very often was like, no. It's like too good to be true. So polar opposites. Guess by what I was always fascinated? Obviously by someone who is like a strategic coach, like any kind of strategy in business, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 8 steps, do this, do that. This is a script you should say. This is what you should say. And a sales coach, yada, yada, yada. And I thought, because I was so fascinated by this, because I just don't have it. By now I can say I'm not interested. It's no fun. It doesn't create any value, any money for me. It's just not how my being is working. I'm not saying there's anything wrong with it. It's just not what I've received in my DNA imprint. This is where I would have to work hard, where it's difficult for me. So when we know this, we understand also now by who and what we are attracted. And so many people, especially in the coaching scene, are constantly doing. You've just listened to the first 4 minutes of the VIP version of the podcast. By becoming a VIP member, you can listen to 3 episodes per week. You will receive early bird access to the Monday episode, so you already can listen on Sunday. And if that doesn't sound great enough yet, I've got one more. Why you should become a podcast VIP member. I'm answering every week a listener's question in the podcast. So if you have a question, drop it in the Q&A thread and receive the answer in the podcast. Can't wait to see you. Simply click on the link in the show notes or go to courses.richandhappiness.com to become a VIP member.